My name's Danny Trejo, and I'm going to go through my IMDb right here.
Do you have any idea what your first listed credit is, according to IMDb?
First official gig was Runaway Train. Eddie Bunker knew I used to box. We need somebody to train one of the actors how to box. And I said, what's it pay? And he says, $320 a day. I'll never forget that, $320 a day. I said, how bad do you want this guy beat up? When I saw my first check, I'll never forget, this is more money than I ever made in a robbery. Right there, I said, I'm gonna be an actor.
The Hidden?
Yo, hippie, what kind of dude are you? There was an alien. He was shooting us in jail. The director said, Danny, yell something. Yo, hippie, what kind of dude are you?
Something called Drug Wars.
Camarena story, that was with Michael Mann. He gave me a hell of a compliment because when we did this scene, he said, I don't know if you know what an Emmy is, but that was an Emmy performance. I didn't know what he meant. I thought, oh, okay, cool, M&M's.
Guns.
With Eric Estrada and 3 different Playboy bunnies. That's when I knew I made it.
That's the first couple years of your career, but maybe this is where the Danny Trejo traits are starting to develop here, what you're known for.
Usually plays criminal in one form or another, assassin, prisoner, etc. That could be true. Very muscular, physical, with many tattoos, and no steroids. Long hair, often worn in a ponytail. Wow, these are pretty right on. Rough, scarred face, yeah, I will say that. Chicks dig scars. Mustache. The first time I was ever really interviewed, she says, Danny, don't you think you're being typecast? Oh, what do you mean? It's what? Well, you're always playing the mean Chicano dude with tattoos. And I thought about it, and I said, well, I am the mean Chicano dude with tattoos. Go with what you got, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't make a good car salesman. Buy this or I'll kill you.
Ground Zero, Texas? Well, that's a video game. That must be a voice.
I don't remember it. But...
Badges? We don't need no stinking badges.
Desperado.
Wow, Robert Rodriguez. I walked into his office and he looked at me and said, wow, you look like the bad guys in my high school. And he just handed me a knife and said, here, twirl this. I got so good at twirling that knife, I got on a plane to Texas, twirling that knife. I got a knife, and I'm twirling it. Just went through the whole deal and nobody said shit.
Next up, Heat.
That movie was unreal. I'll just never forget, Val Kilmer says, I got offered $40 million to do Batman 2, and I didn't want to waste my talent wearing a mask. He put on his mask for the robbery.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, Robert Rodriguez, Selma Hayek. God, she's just like stunningly beautiful. You just want to stab yourself in the eyes and never look at anybody else. She is so smart. She like disarms you immediately because you're looking at her, and then the first thing she goes, how's your mom? Oh. And you feel like such a rat. She asked me what I was doing for Thanksgiving. I said, my kid's mom takes them for Thanksgiving, so yeah, nothing really. And I'd like to invite you over to my house. This lady was so nice. Thought I was gonna be alone for Thanksgiving. I met her brother and a couple of her cousins, and we had a great dinner.
Con Air.
I loved Con Air. Con Air was probably one of the most strenuous movies I've ever been on in my life. Every wannabe tough guy in the movies on that plane, okay? Everything on Con Air was like a contest. I mean, if you spit, somebody would spit further, and then
2001, Bubble Boy.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
So 2010, Machete. I mean, you've been in 100 movies by this point, but is this the first one where you're like, this is my movie?
Robert De Niro was on it. I ran into him between 2 trailers, and I'm looking at him, he goes, you, hey, number 1. And number 1 on the call sheet means it's your movie, right? I'm trying to figure out what to say. I said, could I get you some coffee, Mr. De Niro?
Do you know how many acting credits you have listed on IMDb?
I know, what, about 300?
353. There's so many titles, so many movies, and we won't get to them all, but I did think we'd play a little game. I'm gonna list 3 movie titles. Some of them are real movies you've been in, some of them are fake. Can you tell me what the fake one is? 5 Bloody Knuckles, The Contractor, Breaking Wind.
5 Bloody Knuckles, I didn't do that.
You're right, that's fake, that's fake. Zombie Hunter, The Knife and the Boy, Sushi Girl.
The Knife and the Boy.
Fake, yeah, that's right. Vengeance, 7 Mummies, Encino Pool Party.
Encino Pool Party.
You're right. That's a fake. Heavy Bag, The Driveway, Psycho Killer.
I don't remember any of them.
They're all fake.
Hey, get on.
What's it like looking back on all your movies and realizing how far you've come?
I think being a glorified extra for so long and being with the troops didn't set me apart from what it's all about. I mean, a lot of people have become stars immediately, and it's like they forget that this is a job for a lot of people and it's work, and, you know, we're supporting families and stuff. That was me. I just went through my IMDb, and it only took a few minutes.